Well, hello there. Welcome. This is a 20-minute intermediate flexibility class. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoy. This is a really nice, flowy opener for our bodies, for our minds. Remember to respect your body, know your limits. If it feels too much, come to child's pose, take a rest, and you can pause me. You can come back to me. There's a little playlist in the caption below. If you want to pop that on, there's some good tunes in there to keep us going. And yeah, without further ado, if you would like to have a yoga strap and a block nearby, then go for it. Pop your music on if you want to, and let's start in child's pose. Let your heart melt down. Extend your arms overhead, drop your forehead. Take a big breath in. Part your lips, have a big sigh. Do that 3 more times. Become aware of the air on your skin just now, your forehead on the mat, your shins on the mat, your palms on the mat. Feel energy from the ground beneath you. Okay, come on up to tabletop. Tuck the toes, push the hips high, downward dog. Nice and gentle, starting to wake up our bodies. Wiggle your hips from side to side. Push into your knuckles. Let's bend our left knee, straightening our right. Push your right heel down to the mat. Drive your hands down. Reach your chest to your thigh. Let's swap legs. Okay, come on back to your neutral downward dog. Squeeze your chest to your thighs. Give your head a big shake. Okay, walk, lunge, or jump to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Have those feet hip distance apart. Let your head be really heavy. Let your arms be heavy. Let the top of your body turn off. Let gravity do the work. Option to interlace your fingers and bring them to the base of your skull. Let your elbows hang into each other. Maybe use your thumbs to massage the base of your skull. Letting your crown reach down to the ground. Release those arms. Let them be really heavy. Roll on up. Bend into the knee softly. 1 vertebrae at a time. Keep the arms heavy. Reach up to the sky when you start to grow tall. Palms meet overhead. Let's bring our arms down to cactus. Elbows come to shoulder height. Wrists over elbows. Reach your chest forward and squeeze your shoulder blades. And then extend your arms, bring them wide and down. Come down to a forward fold. Take a breath in for flat back. Pull your crown away from your tailbone. Squeeze your belly button into your spine and exhale, forward fold. Tuck your chin under, plant your hands, jump back to plank. Okay, from here, let's warm our cores up. Take some wrist circles. So bring that bum down, come down, round onto your tiptoes, make a big circle on your wrists, push back into the heels. Let's do 2 each way. Squeeze your core, go the other way around. Feel that strength in your shoulders. Hover your knees just above the ground when you're done. And then push up, downward dog. So we're warming our bodies up to get them going for some nice stretching. Come up onto those toes, roll forward to our plank again. Drop the knees, bring your chest down, keep those elbows nice and tight. Lift your chest, cobra. Let's keep it a baby one just now. Warming up those back muscles. Spread your fingers, push your crown forward. Okay, tuck the toes, push back onto your knees, come to active child's pose. Hips to your heels, heart to your thighs. Big exhale, push up, downward dog. Let's lunge our right leg through in between our hands. Plant your left hand at the edge of the mat and then reach your right arm high, easy twist. Pull that belly button round. Pull your top shoulder back to open you up. Plant the hand, step on forward, forward fold. Roll on up with your inhale. Arms reach high. Make that cactus shape with your arms. Push your chest forward and then melt down with your exhale. Inhale, flat back. Pull your crown away from your tailbone. Exhale, forward fold. Jump on back, bend into your knees. Jump back to plank. Let's lower down all the way to the mat. Okay, baby cobra, keep those elbows squeezed in. Okay, release your heart. Bring your forehead to the mat. Bring your hands into fists and plant them at shoulder height with your elbows above them. Keep your forehead in contact with the mat and then push the ground away with your fists. So engaging your shoulder blades, squeeze them behind you. Drive your fists down. Take one more breath. Okay, tuck your chin under, lift yourself up, peel your chest off the ground, lifting your chin, and exhale to melt down. Okay, let's plant our hands under our shoulders, tuck the toes, come back to our knees, to active child's pose, and then up to downward dog. Let's lunge our left leg through in between our hands. Plant your right hand at the right edge of the mat. Reach your left arm high. Easy twist. Twist on round. Pull that top shoulder back. You've got this. Sink a bit lower. And then plant the left hand. Step on forward. Forward fold. Take a big inhale. Roll all the way up. Arms wide and high. Palms meet. Bring them on down the center line for forward fold. Let's go for flat back. Inhale. Exhale. Release down. Let's step back to downward dog. Plant your palms. Push your hips high. Okay, let's drop our knees. Hover them just an inch over the ground. Squeeze your core. You've got this. Drop them down. Bring your hands to the top corners of the mat. Keep your hips over your knees. Melt your heart down. Coming into puppy pose. Come onto your chin or your forehead. Breathe here. Okay, come on up. Bring those hands back into underneath your shoulders. Push back up to downward dog. Lift your right leg high, three-legged dog. Let's open our hips, bend into the knee. Bring your heel to your opposite glute and reach that knee to the ceiling. Keep your shoulders parallel. Okay, extend your leg again, three-legged dog. Try and plant your left heel and then walk your hands into your foot. If it's too much, then just stay in three-legged dog. Coming into standing splits if you're with me. Reach your chest to your front knee. Squeeze your glutes. Okay, drop the foot down, standing forward fold. Crawl the hands forward, back to our downward dog. Let's lunge that right leg through in between the hands. Come with me to floating lunge. Big breath in, pull the arms back and reach the chest forward. We're just hovering over that front thigh. We don't want to come all the way up. We're engaging the core, pulling the shoulders back, beaming light through our fingertips. Reach your crown, push through your back heel. We are going to plant our back foot, so left toes to the left edge of the mat. Sweep your arms over, biceps to ears. Stay here or rotate round. Oh, squeeze your core. Pull through your fingertips. Well done, guys. Okay, squeeze that core even more and lift yourself on up. Bend straight away into your left knee. Bring your arms down, lean forward, drop your fingertips to the floor, lift your right toes, come on down to half balasana. So you can keep your foot planted if you let your hips come down a bit further behind you. If you want, you can bring in a block to sit on there. Keep your extended leg flexed at the foot. Squeeze your bent knee out the way. Let's plant our left hand, left tricep to left knee, and then reach your right arm high. Take one more breath. Okay, come on down. Crawl your hands over to pick yourself back up. We're now in wide-legged forward fold. Take your block out the way if you had it. Have a little shimmy from side to side with your hips here. Can you get your feet a little bit wider? How wide can you come? Remembering to respect your body, have your heels slightly further out than your toes. Maybe come down onto forearms. Maybe make a pillow with your hands and bring your forehead down. Wherever you are, push your tailbone high. Okay, push up onto your hands. We're going to make our way around to the bottom of the mat. So round to our left foot. Come into a lunge. So coming onto our back toes, plant your left foot. Frame your left foot with your fingertips. Push on back to downward dog. Hips come high. This time we're reaching our left leg high, three-legged dog. Squeeze your toes to the sky. Let's bend into our knee, heel comes to opposite glute. Twist your hips around to open them up to the left side. Squeeze into your knuckles, keep your shoulders parallel. Okay, who's ready for it? Straighten that leg again. Reach it as high as you can. Try to plant your right foot and then come on in, walk those hands in, take your time. Reach your chest to your thighs. Beautiful, guys. Okay, bring that foot on down. Standing forward fold. Just about fell out the window there. Okay, walk the hands back forward. Make your way to downward dog again. Push those hips high. And then let's lunge our left leg in between our hands. Okay, who's ready for it? Make sure your front knee's over your ankle. Take a big breath in. Lift your chest to hover over your thighs. Sweep your arms back. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Push your chest forward. Whew. Push into that front foot. Let's plant our back foot, left toes to the left edge of the mat. We are going to extend our arms, biceps to ears. And then rotate round if it feels okay. Oh, reach to the fingers. One more breath. Okay, push into that front foot, come on up. Straight away, bending into our foot, leaning forward, bringing our hands down and lifting those left toes. Coming all the way down to half malasana. So the back of your thigh is at the back of your calf. Remember to bring that block in under your glute if you need to. Let's bring the inside of our arm to the knee. Plant the fingertips to the side and reach your other arm back. Left arm high, right hand planted. Keep those left toes to the sky. Breathe. Okay, plant the hands, push on up, come to wide-legged forward fold. See how you're feeling now. How wide can you go? Heels out, toes in. Crawl your hands back to the opposite long edge of the mat. Push back into your tailbone, opening up the backs of your thighs. Take a breath. Okay, crawl those hands back, coming to flat back in your wide-legged forward fold. Let's crawl our hands back to the top of the mat, coming into a lunge, a very wide one. And then step on forward, forward fold. Take a breath, let your arms be heavy, let your head hang down. Take a big breath in, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Arms come high, reach to the sky, come down the center line, hands at heart center. Keep those shoulders dropped. Pull your left knee into your chest. Grab a hold of peace fingers to big toe, or you can have your hand on the inside of your foot. Keep a bend in your knee if that's enough, and if you want to straighten your arm, then go for it. Try to extend that leg. You can have it forward if it's easier. You can have it to the side. You can have it completely open. Squeeze down into your right foot. Drop your shoulders. Take a breath. Whew. Okay, bend into that knee. Bring it back into the chest. Nice and gently, nice and controlled. Bring your right hand to the opposite knee and then pull your other arm back. I'll come back so you can see me better. So you're twisting round to that top knee. Breathe here. Okay, we're going to sweep our back arm down along our front thigh. Reach both arms high. Lunge on back. Well done, guys. Bring them on down, frame that front foot. Try and plant your back foot. If you need to bring it in closer, then go for it. Pyramid pose. Let your chest melt down to that front leg. Push into both heels. Let your chin curl under. Relax your shoulders. Okay, bend into your front knee. Heel toe your front foot to the edge of the mat. Plant your hands. Drop your back knee. Come down onto those forearms. We're coming to lizard pose, so make sure you're comfortable in your hips. Come on down. If it's too much to come onto your forearms, then just crawl your hands forward slightly to dip your chest a little bit. Come back to that breath. Wiggle your hips a bit slightly. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Okay, come up onto those hands. We're going to plant our opposite hand from our front foot, and then bring our same palm to the same knee and push it out the way. So rolling onto the nice edge of your front foot. Try to extend your arm and pull your shoulder back. So you're twisting your belly button round towards that front thigh. Sink down into your hips. Drop your shoulders. Enjoy the stretch. Okay, come back on round to your low lunge, and let's pull that knee, that front knee, into the wrist. So we're coming into pigeon. Sink down into your hips. If you want to try mermaid, then come with me. If not, come onto your forearms or your forehead. Take the hand that's by your front knee and plant it by the shin, and then bend into your back knee, flex the foot, reach back with the same hand, pulling it on in. Take your time to adjust. Pull your shoulders round. And then if you want to come the full way, then bring that foot into your elbow crease. Reach your front arm over and your fingertips will meet. Oh, it's a big quad stretch. If it's too much, then just come out of it. Okay, let's all come out. And then we're going to swivel round to do frog pose. Make your way there in any way that feels good. I'm going to come around this way so as you guys don't have to stare at my bum. So we're going to bring our knees wide at the edge of the mat. Bring your ankles in line with your knees. So have a look back and make sure they're parallel with the short edges of the mat. Toes are facing out the way. Come down onto your forearms. Again, if you need a block here, you can rest on the block instead to give you a bit of height. Wherever you are, take a breath in, pull your hips away from your heels, and then have a big exhale and push back into the hips. It's uncomfortable, but it's so good, guys. If you're on any kind of journey to flexibility, then your frog pose is a good one for you. Push your hips back a little bit more. 1 more breath. Okay, come up onto your hands. Make your way round to the bottom of the mat, coming into a lunge, and then forward fold. Roll on up, arms come wide and high, palms meet. Exhale to bring them down to heart center. Drop those shoulders. Let's do our peace fingers to big toe on the other side. So lift your right knee on up, grab a hold of the sole of the foot or peace fingers to big toe. And you can keep that bend, extend the other arm or straighten, and you can have it whatever angle feels good for you. You can have it in front, halfway, completely to the side. What feels good? Drop those shoulders down. Feel strong in your standing leg. Oh, have a little smile. Don't know about you guys, but I am sweating. Squeeze your core. 1 more breath. Okay, bend into the knee. Bring it on in to your chest. Grab a hold with your opposite arm and then reach back with your other arm. I'm just going to move so as you guys can see better. So we're twisting that belly button round to the opposite knee. Okay, back arm is going to sweep down along our front thigh. Both arms come high, lunge on back, nice and controlled. Drop those shoulders down, tuck the tailbone, sink a bit lower, baby back bend, reach your heart high. And then melt your arms down to frame your front foot, straighten your front leg, drop your back heel. Let your heart melt down here in pyramid pose. Let your chin tuck under. Okay, bend into your front knee, come back to your lunge, and then heel toe your foot to the edge of the mat, your front foot. Drop your back knee, coming into our lizard pose. So your front knee should be on the outside of your front shoulder. Come down onto forearms or crawl the arms forward. Again, make sure you're comfortable. If it's too much, come out of it. Try to keep squeezing your knee into your shoulder. And then try to find somewhere to relax in your body. Maybe tuck your chin under to open up your back of your neck. Plant your opposite hand from your front foot. Bring the same palm to the same kneecap and push your knee out to roll over onto the knife's edge of that front foot. Sink your hips down and pull your shoulders round. One more breath. Pull your shoulder round and then come on down. Let's lift that foot and bring the knee to the same wrist, coming down to pigeon. So edge your back leg back the way. Stay here, come down onto forearms or forehead, or if you want to get a wee quad stretch in, move your hand away from the knee, bring it into the shin, bend into your back leg, flex the foot, reach back with the same hand, pull your shoulder back with you. Make sure you feel comfy here, feel stable. And then if you want full mermaid, then bring it into the elbow and reach the other arm, fingertips meet. It's a deep quad stretch. Feels good, guys. Let's take one more breath here. Okay, let's all come back to a tall pigeon, crown to the ceiling. And let's just sit down onto our front glute and sweep that leg forward. Plant your soles of your feet. Bend your knees, bring your hands out in front of you and roll down one vertebrae at a time. Squeeze your core. Oh, when you get there, pull your knees into your chest, have a big squeeze, wrap your arms around. And then let's just do a little happy baby before we close. So soles of the feet to the sky, knees on the outside of your arms. Keep your tailbone low and then use your hands on your soles of your feet to drive your knees and your heels back. If you want to continue to test your flexibility here, if you feel warm enough, then you can try straightening both legs here in child's pose or straightening both. Remember to keep the tailbone low and use your hands to pull the legs back. Maybe rock from side to side wherever you are. Okay, bring your knees on in, release your soles of your feet, have another squeeze, and then rock on up to a comfy seated position. And we'll close the practice. So have your hands on your knees, palms up. Let's take a big breath in. Roll your shoulders up to your ears and then exhale, drop them on down. Let's bring our hands to heart center. Let's close the practice by bowing, honoring the practice. Well done, yogis. Good job. I hope you feel all opened up and limber, ready to boss your day. And I hope you have a wonderful one. Let me know how you got on in the comments. Drop me a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And yeah, find everything on my socials. There's lots of updates there. Lots of love. Have an amazing day.